What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Anything But Credible podcast. This is episode 7. Duke's here. Got the guys with me. Keith Griff. What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
What's going on, Doogie?
Not much, man. It's Emmy night, and we are fresh off the release of iOS 10. It has been a week since, we sat down and chatted. So what's up with you guys? Anything to get off your chest? How you feeling?
You know what, man? Yeah, I got a little something to get off my chest.
Let's hear it.
I am nervous as hell, man. I got to go in front of a group of people next week and say a best man speech.
Oh.
And I'm kind of sweating it. I don't do public speaking that well. Like, it's different when it's just 3 dudes chilling and talking into microphones. But in front of people, I'm a little freaked out. So, yeah, that's what I got going on in my brain.
Oh man, I feel for you. That would have me fucking
Dude, I'm freaking out.
terrified.
Well,
Yeah.
What's the guest count? What are we looking at? How many people are you talking in front of?
I think it's 170 right now.
Dude,
Okay.
just get really drunk.
No. See,
the ultimate no.
like I was trying to take advice, and like the best thing I can come up with is just bullet points, like
Yeah.
an outline. Like do a little improv, but just outline. Like
Yeah.
you have to have some kind of structure. You can't go up there and just wing it.
Yeah,
My biggest fear is just looking like a complete idiot. You know,
you'll be fine, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
everyone has that same fear, and
I know the maid of honor pretty well, so I'm hoping she tanks, but she probably won't. So.
Thanks.
that's rough. That is rough, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
Keith, you're you're a pretty well-spoken guy. I think you could handle it. Now, obviously, it's different when you're in front of 100 plus people, but yeah, I think if you, I don't know. It depends how. Let's hear. I would like to see what your process is. Like, if you are an outline guy, or you guy that's like gonna write it out all the way
Oof.
and like really, really perfect it.
Absolutely not. See,
There's problems with that.
well, you've worked as a caterer before,
Mhm.
like so when we do events, we always see like the best man get up with a piece of paper and he's just staring at it the entire time.
Yeah.
So he's like not paying attention to the crowd, reading as fast as he can, and
Right.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
you
that-
know?
That's right.
That's
We
always-
both, me and you, we've worked in the wedding catering business. We've seen hundreds of speeches.
There's been some rough ones.
Really, really bad. Some really, really great ones.
Yeah.
And like you said, a lot. I would say majority of people take out that piece of paper with it perfectly, and then just basically like they're reading an essay, and it's just no emotion. There's no life. It's boring.
Yeah.
Sure, you might be saying some really nice stuff.
And then
but-
it goes on for like 5-10 minutes, and
'cause
you're just sitting there like, God.
Yep. Then the next thing you know, he's flipping the page, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can just speak from having giving speeches in college classes, stuff like that. But I know if you have basically it all written out, you're going to just be like skipping over stuff, panicking.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be able to just like coherently read it anyway.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think it's definitely better just to have
So that's what I'm thinking.
some
just, like,
points like this, and then kind of wing it off that point.
yeah, have like
Next.
notes on my iPhone.
Yeah.
And like,
I think-
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And like I'm not gonna try and be like super over the top funny. I'm
Right.
gonna keep it just simple. Cause
Authentic.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the other two. You know how it goes. Trying to fish, you fishing a little too hard for
Oh,
those, for
yeah.
those laughs. That'll get you bombed real quick.
oh yeah,
And then once you know that you're not hitting the jokes,
Oh,
then you
God.
start. Oh no! Then you're going down. We have both seen those where you can
Dude.
tell, like, oh boy, here we go. We're spiraling right now. He's going down, and it's like, oh, it's hard to watch. It's hard
Yeah.
to watch that happen.
See, that's when I'm trying to prevent a cringeworthy moment, because I know for a fact half the groomsmen are gonna have their phones out videotaping this. So
For sure.
I will definitely be in the crowd,
yeah, it'll be
checking it out.
probably on the internet by the time the night's over. So that's gonna be great.
I'll be on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Go
we'll
for
have
it.
to put a excerpt of it out on the Anything But Credible page.
You know,
or
I
something.
was gonna do like a shameless plug at the end.
There you go. There you go.
But I don't think my brother and his bride-to-be would like that, so I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Well, Keith, I'll tell you what, man. I think you'll be able to handle it. If you outline dots, you'll be good. It'll
Yeah.
go smooth, man. You just got to make sure that when you guys ride around on that bus and shit,
Yeah,
that
dude.
the beers stop at maybe, let's say we stop,
See,
around.
I gotta be loose enough to where I just don't care, but I can't be like slurring my words
Exactly.
or anything.
You got to
and-
find that medium, man.
and absolutely no cussing. That's gonna be kind of difficult for me.
That will be tricky.
Cause like, the more beers I have, the more cussing just occurs. I become a sailor.
Right.
Really, like it's pretty bad. I probably sound really dumb when I'm really drunk. So
Nah, I mean,
trying to
Yeah.
prevent that.
That would definitely be a problem for me. I think I curse way too much.
Yeah, same here.
so,
Well, shit.
yeah. Well, I'll be looking for that. Well, I'll keep you guys updated as far as next week goes. We'll let you guys know how Keith did, if he bombed or if he did a good job. Maybe if we can get a hold of some video, maybe we'll try and put that up.
Yeah.
Griff, what's up with you, man?
Not too much. The one thing I will bitch about is goddamn MSD. Where's my money?
Oh,
Still,
dude,
no.
Still dealing with these bastards,
No.
and I don't know.
What's the communication looking like?
The guy's just like, I don't know. It's phone calls back and forth, emails back and forth. He's still doing his thing, and he'll let me know if I'm gonna
Yeah.
get.
Well, that's classic. Then 3
Yeah.
years later.
Yeah. Well, hey, you might get some mystery money later down the line.
That'd be,
you know?
that'd be nice.
Yeah, like 3 years later. Like,
But so for you guys out there that don't know what Griff is talking about, I think it was episode 5, maybe 4, a couple episodes ago.
I think it was episode 2 or 3.
Oh, really? That early? I don't know. I don't know. One of them. You guys should already know about it if you're listening, obviously. But Griff ran straight into a giant pothole, basically, and broke his car in half.
To an extent, yeah.
And is waiting for the state of Missouri to
The goddamn clean water people
yeah.
to pay up.
Is
pay
it the
up.
state or is it just the city?
It's MSD claims that's doing it because it was like a water main or something that fucked up.
So it is
And
the state then.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm just dealing with this dude does the claims for MSD.
I gotcha.
I believe Patriot National is the company
That
that does
sucks.
their claims for them. So that's who I'm talking to.
Is he a
That's,
nice guy at least?
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Okay, so
But,
he's just
yeah.
going through like all these measures
Griff-
and steps and everything.
I don't-
Griff
I'm not
knows
like-
that he's playing with him, I think.
I think that's his job to an extent,
Yeah.
though, right?
I would say so. Well, I'll tell you what. I got something to get off my chest, Griff. And it just happened today. I think I'm going to use this.
All right.
Keith, you can vouch for me on this.
Yeah.
We've been doing this podcast we've done it 7 times, right?
Shit.
In my apartment here. Now, we're in Soulard, so the apartments are kind of goofy. They're not your normal apartment setup. Okay, so basically, I have this weird off. I have a building that's like off of an alley. Like I lead to an alley, and it's basically a split. It's a building split in half with 2 apartments. You're either A or you're B. Every single week, so far, including today, when
Yes.
Griff comes over
About
to
20
record
minutes
this
ago.
podcast, before he comes in, he calls me and says, "Hey, dude, are you A or B?" Every single time. Last week, I even told him, "Griff, don't even look at the letter. It's the one on the right. If you're standing, there's 2 doors. You either go in the left door or the right door." I was like, "Griff, it's the one on the right." And then once again, we're sitting here with me and Keith. My phone rings. Griff, "Dude, are you A or?" I'm outside. It's like, dude, Griff, what is your excuse? What's your excuse for not knowing?
Well, first off, he's
Not a-
late every week, so it's always me Dugan asking about.
It's like, dude, have you
Shit,
heard from
catching
Griff?
hell. I'm catching hell.
We're Our normal conversation starts with, "Hey, Keith, what's up? What's up, dude? Have you heard from Griff?" "No." "What do you think he's gonna come?" "Yeah, he's probably just running late." Like that's like the norm. And then right after that, we get the text, "I'm gonna be like 10 minutes late." Then we get the call like, "Dude, are you A or B?"
So I don't have a good excuse for this. Obviously, I should have this down by now. I have a very serious fear of walking into the wrong house. So I know it's A. I'm like, it's A. I know it's A. But I'm gonna make sure because I'm not just gonna walk into some random person's house.
Did something happen when you were younger?
I think it had to be an
or-
incident.
Yeah.
Specific
It's
incident.
like
Nothing I can remember.
subconsciously, or-
Maybe there was some traumatic
Okay.
that you don't remember.
Hidden memory in my brain. I'll have to go get
Like you just buried that
I'll
thing.
have to get hypnotized or something to bring it out.
Oh, there you go.
I kind of know what you're saying though, like because like for me, my ultimate fear, like it's like one of these weird things that's not like a thing, but it is forgetting people's names.
Yeah.
I am terrible at
Oh,
it, but I
dude.
am scared shitless of calling somebody the wrong name. That is like the most awkward situation for me, and I hate it. Like when
You
you,
know what?
actually say it, and they're like, "No, I'm not Jeff." Dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
That-
God damn it. Sorry.
Dude, that never really bothered me. Like forgetting somebody's name because like
yeah.
you got to think about it like if they remember you and you don't remember them like I remember faces more than anything
Well, yeah,
else.
me same here.
100%.
Like and it's not an insult if you forget their name, you know what I mean? Cuz
But
you probably
I feel like it-
hadn't seen these people in months, maybe even years.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't know what state you were in when you met them or anything like that. So
I know that if they remember my name and I don't remember their name, I feel like an asshole.
So that's
For sure.
for sure. And then you also there's a lot of people that don't necessarily like me and you, Griff. Probably we'd be the kind of guy that would be like, no man, it's Nick, no big deal, But there's a lot of people out there that are like
see, I was trying
Get
to
a
like,
little bit-
offensive.
Get a little bit butthurt
Yeah,
about that.
oh yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, depending, like you were saying, if they know you and depending on how that all goes, but
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
was-
not. I'm not gonna be offended if someone doesn't remember
Yeah.
my name.
Yeah, see, I feel like other people think like me, so like if you forget my name, that's no big deal.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. It's like I said, it's one of those weird things that like
You doubt yourself.
yeah, it's just
basically.
like
Yeah.
I really don't
Yeah.
want to. But that's why now I just hit him with the oh, what's up, dude?
oh well,
Yeah.
yeah, you always have your generic
I
line.
keep
like,
him with the general man.
Yeah.
Hey you, how's it going, you?
Oh, dude, what's up, dude? How you been, man?
the one I hate is always, "What's up, guy?"
Oh,
Like,
that's
dude, no.
that's when you know, like you giving it up.
I'm
You're
not-
giving it up that you don't know.
I'm not your buddy guy.
Yeah, that's when you know that he's like, this guy definitely doesn't know who I am.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, it happens. So, before we get into the stories and the meat of the show, something was brought up to me, and I want to discuss it with you guys. Shout out to McVeigh out there. He brought this to my attention. So I have a question for you guys.
He brought this to my attention Friday night
Oh,
as
did
well.
he?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had some time to think about it. And Griff,
Yeah.
he actually said that you guys might have actually talked about this before. And
Okay.
I'm wondering,
I don't know what's coming.
are you guys button uppers or button downers?
I go from the down up always.
When you button
Top
your
down.
what? You go down up?
Yeah, I go
No.
down up,
Top
dude.
down.
There's no one in the world that buttons their shirt from the bottom up. Everyone starts at the top and goes
Why would you
down.
start at the top?
Because.
What do you
should.
mean?
I don't know.
Like why? Because then, like it's the closest thing to like it's a
Comes
natural.
together.
But how do
Yeah.
you like? I always like to make sure my shirt's like on, nice, stretched out. Make sure I line up the first button right there at the bottom. It's always gonna line up there at the bottom. Then I go up from there.
doesn't-
Like,
if
what
it's
if you like randomly like grab a button from the top and then go to the second hole or
Then
something?
you're a 5-year-old.
See, I would.
You know what I mean, though.
Well, I
Like,
would imagine that happening more often down at the bottom because if your shirt's open and then you don't know exact like when you're right here, they literally. I mean, it's like the distance apart from up top is like so close that you can't miss the hole. Down here at the bottom, when your shirt's open, it's kind of hanging out a little bit. There's a lot of room for error of finding the wrong
There
hole.
is zero room for error because you go up to the first button, you go up to the first hole, and then you do it, and then you go up from there.
I'm with Dugan on this one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
No, man.
They like hang apart naturally, but when you have
Yeah,
this
well,
part sitting
obviously.
up here, they're right by each other.
yeah. I also like now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I've ever actually seen anyone else go from the bottom up. I don't even know. Like my dad, like dads don't even go bottom up. Like like who
It's a
taught
top.
you this?
It is a top-down game, Keith.
Dude,
The world is top down.
nobody taught me how to button a well, I'm sure somebody when I was like
Like I said,
2
that-
years old
That
taught me
was
how to
sad.
button a shirt.
That was sad.
What?
He didn't have the
No,
paranoid
no one ever
guidance.
taught you how to button your shirt. I had to learn all by myself. It's fucking tough life.
No, it's not like that. I mean, I think my parents thought higher of me than to have to teach me how to button a shirt.
Like they clearly thought wrong because you're
Yeah,
still doing it wrong.
Apparently, I don't think there's a wrong or a right way to button a shirt, but I'm a Started from the bottom, now we're here, you know? Damn, man.
All right.
So, very interesting thing. If you're out there, send us some info, man. If you go from down up, if you button your shirt starting at the bottom, right on our wall, email us, do something, anythingbutcredible@gmail.com. Message us somehow. I gotta know if there's anybody else. I really think Keith might be the only person in the world. I really do.
No, I think McVeigh backed me up on this. I think he's a
Sociopath
bottom-up guy.
Keith,
Oh my
back
God.
at it.
Yeah, dude, back at it.
Dude, I'm a forward thinker, bro.
I don't know about that.
So possibly two
People.
guys that button from the bottom up.
Yeah.
Inch.
There might be more that support me. I don't know.
Can we get a study out there to see if this is another
Yeah.
sociopathic tendency?
I bet you there's something. I should have looked that up. Something like that. I bet you there's something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Keith is out there killing people. I'm more and more convinced by each week.
What
That's
about
fine. That's a nice conspiracy there.
what about like if you have you ever like button like a polo has like 2 or 3 buttons if you're wearing like a
I
collared
don't
shirt?
button polos.
Have you ever buttoned I
Yeah.
wonder if you, do you go from the bottom up on those ones though
Well, you don't
because they're so
no one buttons the top button on those.
Hey, some people do,
You're
bro.
definitely a killer if you're buttoning that top button. But
Dude, it's called fashion, bro.
yeah, that's not fashionable at all.
I don't know.
You
I,
look
I
like
think Russell Westbrook
you
would
look
have
like
something
a
to say
nerd.
about that.
All right?
I want to hear
He's an exception to like,
Oh,
all rules.
Oh, yeah.
Griff's big in the fashion game.
Yeah,
He's-
apparently.
Yeah, I know things.
Well, that's funny. Let us know out there what you guys think. But let's move on. So I guess that leaves for the theory of the week, right?
All right.
So what do you got, Griff?
All right. So I'm going to first give a shout out to the Reply All podcast for first turning me on to this story. It's been written about in depth in other places and stuff, but we're going to talk about the mystical, the amazing Zardulu.
Oh, Zardulu.
Now, I don't know if either of you guys have any idea who Zardulu is.
I do.
That
You do?
sounds creepy. Like he's like rising from the depths of hell or
Well,
something.
it is a she, I believe.
Oh.
First of all.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry, Zardulu doesn't exactly scream either gender, so.
So basically, viral videos out there, like candid type viral videos that are supposed to be like something that actually happened. This woman might just be behind all of them. Basically, they might
really?
all be fakes by the great, the amazing Zardulu. So
She a witch?
she might be.
Okay.
I
We're
will
not
not.
sure.
I will not
Okay.
rule it out. She's very mysterious. Okay, but so a few years back, the pizza rat video went extremely viral in New York, where it was
You know about that, Keith?
The
don't you?
pizza rat.
the pizza rat.
Was that like the gigantic rat or
It
something?
was a rat carrying a piece of pizza down. I think
Yeah,
I think it was in
it
a
was like
subway
It
station.
was like down like stairs or something.
Yeah, and it was like giant, perfect piece of pizza, way
You've
bigger
never
than
seen the
this rat.
pizza rat?
I've never seen the
Dude,
pizza rat.
that was hugely viral.
This rat's just trying to get home with his piece of pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've seen it. I just
That's
don't
hilarious. All right,
Remember
keep
it, but
going,
Go
Griff.
on.
Okay,
go
so
on,
anyway, that might have been Zardulu. We're not sure if the pizza rat was or was
yeah.
not.
Oh, she's a
Zardulu.
shapeshifter.
No, not the actual rat.
Oh, okay.
The setup.
I thought we were like,
But so we'll start with the story I heard was this guy. He was a struggling actor in New York, and he gets contacted asking if he wants to do a job right after the pizza rat video went viral by this woman calling herself Zardulu. She wanted to make a similar video with a rat. She tells him to come to like her studio, where she has like hundreds of trained rats. All-
weird. Not gonna incriminate her yet, but very, very weird.
all types of very strange stuff. Like apparently there was a suit made of human hair in there.
How does he know?
She was
human
wearing.
hair?
They said it didn't look like fur, so
I mean, yeah, okay.
kind of just fits with the weirdness of this
No,
lady.
if you have a suit of hair, yes.
She was
It's-
wearing flowing purple robes that looked.
Oh god.
And,
I'm just trying to imagine what
yeah.
this lady looks like. Go, yeah.
And so the video she explains the video that she wants to do to this guy, and it is known as Selfie Rat, and this went viral. This was
Do you
big.
know about if you don't know about Pizza Rat, you definitely don't know about Selfie
Yeah.
Rat.
Probably don't know about
Yeah.
Selfie Rat.
If I see a video with rat, I'm probably not gonna click on it. Just saying.
You were like the complete opposite of everyone else in the world. Like that's the whole reason people like it went viral.
That's why
People
Zardulu
like,
had hundreds of these bastards.
I don't want to see some nasty ass fucking rat. That's all I'm saying.
That's so
like,
funny. All right, Griff.
So
carry on.
anyway, they get this trained rat to the actor acts like he's asleep at a subway station. Zardulu comes out and dressed in normal clothes, not in her flowing robes.
Oh, okay, right on.
And he acts like he's asleep. They put like a little bit of peanut butter, I think, on his phone. Is how they did it. And they got this rat to come up with his phone on his lap and take a selfie of it.
One of the trained ones, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so then, like a week later, there was another video of another rat, the PETA rat, where two rats were working in teamwork, carrying a giant piece of PETA up these stairs. So let me backtrack here a second. So a couple of weeks after the selfie rat, this guy gets contacted by a reporter saying, "I know this is a hoax." Like I know, and so he fesses up to it. So he's the only person who's come out publicly that has had contact.
Can't believe this guy is
That has-
sold out Zardulu.
I know he's the only guy who's come out and publicly admitted that he's had contact with Zardulu.
Oh.
But when this guy is interviewed, he makes it sound like she's fucking God. Like she's capable of anything.
Oh,
Like
really?
she's a true mastermind.
Because she can train rats.
And all types of other, like he says, she had like giant industrial equipment to make
She had-
all types of crazy
yeah.
shit.
Like plans for bigger things, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
She had big plans apparently.
Shit, is this like a?
I think if I remember correctly, Griff, it was something like she told him that he had like hundreds of ideas that
Yeah.
were just like waiting to be
and that-
executed on a
Oh
timeline.
yeah, she's like slowly knocking the dominoes over. This is,
Oh God, what's it leading to though?
I don't know.
That's
That's
the
the
mystery.
thing?
That's the mystery.
Oh shit.
But so then the PETA rat came out, and this guy was interviewed, and he was like, I mean, it kind of looks like the same rat. One of those rats looks like exactly like the one he was working with.
Oh man.
So all these rat videos that pop up, and now like everyone thinks that like Zardulu is behind absolutely all of these, and like no one can rule it out. So like people have come in contact with the other people that made these videos, and they're like, we're not working with Zardulu, but that doesn't mean Zardulu had them as unwitting accomplices
Exactly.
to her
So like
to
what-
her rat act.
Okay. So like.
So
basi-
now, what the thought is now is that Zardulu might not be directly related, but somehow set it up,
Yeah.
set the incident up so that you record like Keith, you're gonna be
Okay.
a random person.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
Zardulu's gonna set it up so that you record it and then it'll go viral.
Okay.
Because she's setting up the
So
situation.
I'm just a pawn in a
Yes,
bigger scheme.
you are. We are
Yes.
all pawns of Zardulu.
in Zardulu scheme.
And this wouldn't be
Okay.
so crazy. Like, but she actually has it's worked
Yeah.
numerous times. That's
But
what's weird
It
about
went
it.
super viral. And based on the way she talks and the way she has done, you would be amazed by the breadth of her work.
Are we gonna be in trouble? Like, are we like gonna be threatened by like talking about Zardulu? Cause
It has
I
been
don't-
discussed.
okay, okay.
Dude, that's the
so
thing. We wouldn't even know.
Is
We
it
wouldn't
like a
even know.
non-violent?
I highly recommend
Motive?
everybody out there go look up Zardulu and see what like she's like a Twitter and stuff like that now.
Yeah.
And her
She tweets.
Oh, she
Twitter
tweets?
avatar or whatever. Just look at it. It's pretty fucking
Yeah, it's
amazing.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Is
But
it a rat?
also,
There's a rat in it.
Of course there is.
if you go to that, make sure we're basically directly ripping this off of
No reply all.
the Reply All podcast. The episode is called Zardulu, I believe.
Yes.
You should definitely check that out because they're they're a really legit podcast. They did some legit investigating and stuff.
They talk about this for like 45 minutes.
they-
There's
they-
also all types of articles written
Yeah.
about this.
Right on.
It's a big thing. I love the thought that people see these things in these videos, but they don't even think about
It being fake.
Yeah, or the background, or how did this happen? Why did this happen? People just look at it and say, "Oh, that's cool," and then they move on. But there's the thought that there's somebody out there that's like, like,
the
what's the
puppet
next
master.
viral?
She's the fucking puppet master.
Yeah,
dude.
you know.
So yeah,
That's really.
what I think is crazy is, yeah, just any video you see that's supposed to be like, something crazy random happening, think again. Think Zardulu.
dude.
Think of Zardulu,
See,
which is just an awesome name, by the
It
way.
is.
yeah,
What-
dude.
Do we know what that means? Is that like a?
is there an origin behind Zardulu?
Is there might be a
Not
theory.
that I'm aware of off the top of my
There might
head.
be a
there
whole
like
theory
a-
behind the name. Like what that means.
There probably is.
That's creeping me out.
Yeah.
It's really scaring me right
But
now.
we live in St. Louis, and I believe her stomping grounds are New York City.
oh,
So
Yeah, if she can reach the Midwest, that'd be very.
we don't know. We don't know. She could have.
you don't
her,
know the extent
yeah,
of her reach.
She could have her fingers.
True. There are
all
some
over the
rats
place.
in Soulard running around. I have seen some.
For sure. There's no doubt about that.
Who knows? She's probably training mice too.
I want to really know what
Rodents
she does with that.
of all types.
Rodents, yeah.
I want to know what she does with that suit of hair. That'd be something.
I don't know.
Maybe she's trying to impersonate the next Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. That
Ooh,
is.
speaking of that, not to
something-
switch subjects,
I heard
but
that
have you guys
theory.
seen the new pics of the Loch Ness monster
Yeah,
reemerged?
I have. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Have you seen it, Griff?
No,
Let me try.
not a big
Keith,
believer.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I showed it to my girlfriend.
From the show me state, man.
She goes, "That's just a big fish."
There is
You're
no-
gonna have to kill this thing and show me it.
There is no what type of dinosaur is that supposed to be? It doesn't make sense, right? There'd have to be like hundreds to thousands of them breeding,
Oh,
right?
no, not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
Well, that's the whole theory behind the Loch Ness. It's such a dark lake. There's caves and caverns that these
Yeah.
things can hide in.
It's not that big of a lake.
No, it's
actually.
really not.
Yeah.
But
like
who knows, dude? These underground caves could go for a very long time.
That's the newest picture that was captured.
You could go pretty deep.
So I think that is 3 jumping fish.
So the theory, that what everyone thinks is that I think it's 3 otters playing with each other. It just so happened, or not otters, maybe some kind of that animal like
Beaver, otter,
and they're-
platypus.
Yeah, they're like just like perfect timing that they're playing with each other.
Yeah.
It looks like one giant.
Yeah, it looks
thing.
like a giant serpent.
But
But
you guys,
I think it's a couple fish jumping.
I love that kind of stuff right there. That's great.
But Zardulu, is there anything more with that? Or
Just that I think she's gonna be taking over the world.
is it
sometime
like
watch out.
new World Order type
soon. Yeah.
stuff?
So I'm just
Did the Illuminati hire her?
most likely
Okay.
she might be working with the lizards. I can't rule
She
that out
definitely
either.
has some kind of touch into something
Sounds
like
like
that.
she's a demon.
I don't know.
I don't know though. She could just be doing something for the positivity, like the
That is
the
true.
growth of like new age
Yeah.
media.
Oh, this could be
how I'm looking at
absolutely. I mean, realistically, this is just some kook who's made a couple popular videos.
Or is it
But
just is
maybe
it
it's
this
not.
guy? Is it this guy that just made up a whole bullshit story so that he could get a fucking article written?
that is
about
something
him?
I wanted to talk about.
And
was
he's
maybe
promoting his acting.
maybe he's
Exactly.
Zardulu,
Oh.
and he got caught as
like
the
some
hoax.
M. Night
So he was like,
Shyamalan
"Oh, you
shit,
guys
dude.
think you're gonna get me? I'm going to
Yes.
make up this whole Zardulu
Wow.
myth."
Nice
See,
twist,
It'd
bro.
be- yeah.
That's what I would go
Dude.
with,
I
and
think
that
that
way
might
you
be
keep
it.
the story alive, man.
Yeah.
You keep it going.
So in all the pita, the pizza, and the selfie rat all happened. There was a big theater. So the guy who captured the pizza rat and the guy who did the selfie rat are both members of the same like theater company, in New York. So
Oh.
there's like thousands of members. So,
So that's
it's
the
like
other
the same
thing.
thing as going to a medium-sized university.
Well, so
Okay.
that's the other thing too, though, that I was thinking about is
but they all happened very close to this theater too.
if we use the theater connection, what if he was Zardulu, but it was like, maybe it's just a theater thing and it's spread out to where now it's 1,000 people are doing Zardulu. Like, it's like a weird cult
or
thing.
maybe
Zardulu is not actually a person.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what I was gonna
that's what I'm
say.
saying. It's like a cult of
Zardulu
people
is
doing
like,
stuff.
well, it's like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Like everybody has the same. It's like Fight Club.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
a group
yeah,
of people that
it's
like
a hive mind, and everybody's working. on
Project
the-
Mayhem.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah.
Zardulu, interesting,
Dude.
very interesting.
Tyler Durden and Zardulu, same.
They're probably working together.
Yeah.
Trying
No
to take out,
doubt.
trying to take out the banking system with rats and fight clubs.
yeah, yeah.
It's a good plan.
With
Oh, What were you saying?
Nothing. Rats freak me out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I'm
weird
not-
thing to do. Because you know you should gotta be a weird fucking person to
I mean, just
start with
said
rats.
she has hundreds of trained
Yeah,
rats.
trained
So she
rat.
could have armies of rats in New York City.
It just reminds me of Always Sunny. Charlie Kelly, king of the rats.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so if you're out there, check it out, Zardulu. And also, like we said before, check out the Reply All podcast with the Zardulu episode. They did some really good stuff with that. Let's move on. Time to get into some stories. I'll start us off. I I got a video for this one, so we can listen to it a little bit. But you guys ever, if you guys get arrested, what would you think one of the worst things to get arrested for would be? There's a lot of things. What about getting arrested for eating somebody else's food? Where does that rank on your list? Because to me, that's probably one of the most bullshit reasons I've ever heard.
No, that's not bullshit.
Well, here let's.
I
check
don't
this.
understand the circumstances.
Let's check this out.
You
Maybe
gotta be
that's-
if they're super desperate. I mean,
We'll give you some context.
all right.
When somebody takes a few off of your plate.
Well, a D.C. police officer wasn't having it when he told a woman, "Stop taking my fries," and he says she refused. She ended up in cuffs. We're talking French fries. Fox 5's Matt Ackland live along U Street at the Italian Kitchen where this all happened. Matt, you got to explain this one.
Odd story.
Yeah, hey guys, I wouldn't believe this one until I actually saw the police report this morning. Melanie Alwink, she cracked this one open today and showed us this police report, and I talked to a few people here, and it is true. So here's what took place. It happened Wednesday night, right around 9:30 here at the Italian Kitchen on U Street, very busy U Street. The officer was on some kind of break. He came here to have a meal. Well, that apparently is when two women approached him, and one of them started eating his fries. He ignored it because he wrote in the report they appeared to be on alcohol or drugs. He then told one of the women that she could be arrested for taking this food. She allegedly said, quote, "Well, you might as well take me to jail." He warned her again. She allegedly
Dog
took
life.
another fry again, and so then he called a female police officer, and that's when the woman was arrested. We asked.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I have so many things that just is really funny. Number one, the cop reading this article says that he literally gave her a 3-strike rule. Like he saw her take a French fry and said, "Hey, don't do that." She takes the second one. He says, "Listen, don't take one more fry. I can arrest you." And then she did the third strike, and he legit arrested her. But there's so many things that I think is funny. The fact that you would take somebody else's food is hilarious. But the fact that you do it to a cop is like, and then the fact that he got so pissed about legit 3 single French fries and that he literally legitimately arrested her is hilarious.
I look at it this way. First off, why are you ordering French fries at an Italian restaurant? And what Italian restaurant serves French fries?
That's a good point.
That's
Lots
all
of
I'm
them.
asking.
Lots of them.
An authentic Italian restaurant. You go in there and try and order fries.
Griff's like, I do that all the time.
I
man."
mean, authentic might be. I don't know.
You live on the hill.
I know.
For
It's-
those of you that don't know, the Hill is the Italian community in St. Louis, and it's filled with authentic bars and restaurants.
Legit every 10 feet.
It's
Yeah.
true, but there's also plenty down there that are like Italian restaurants that like Ragazzi's has fries. Plenty,
Yeah,
there's
on
plenty
the
of places
lunch
like
menu
that.
probably, but
I probably
Okay.
want the guy
That's a
in
good
there.
point, though, Keith. I
And-
like what you're thinking.
second off, this sounds like a toddler. Just seeing how far she can
Does.
push the limits.
That's
Like,
exactly what I was
go to
saying.
timeout. It's like, no.
Well, the other
Like-
thing I'm thinking too is that there's 2 of them. So, like, do you think they like set this up like, "Hey, Griff, you go talk to him, distract him, and I'll be like behind you," like like if it was like a plan or something?
And then, like, what are they doing in the
Kinda hope
restaurant?
so.
Did they just eat, or are they gonna gonna eat?
Were they going to eat, or
Why are they
why are they
talking
still
to the
hungry?
cop?
Yeah, so many questions.
Dude,
Well, they were drunk.
Well, they were
apparently,
drunk, yeah.
So,
They're probably like, let's fuck with this cop.
yeah, no shit.
Apparently, people in Washington D.C. really get pissed if you take their French fries. I'd just be like, "What the fuck?" Like, okay,
Like, I would try and like move the plate closer to me. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, stop. I would treat them like they were a child.
I mean,
Obviously,
the-
these are.
the 3 of us went to St. Mary's for high school, right? So
Yeah.
I can understand the impulse to just want to beat the shit out of someone
that
for
is
taking all your
true.
fries.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
The tray fries that
I
I
mean-
on there, Buddy would pick up your tray and boom, if they fall on the tray, they're now his. Get out of here.
I
Oh,
understand.
man.
You know, I get it. Like I understand the aggravation. Like listen, no one likes losing French fries, but
Well,
he took it to the.
no.
I guess he did warn him. So it's
No, no, he did not take it to the next level. You don't take other people's food. This goes back to like tribal shit. There were wars fought over this. Like,
that's true.
very
yeah,
like
very
this is
true.
primal for him to be like, what the fuck?
Especially not a stranger's food.
Yeah,
that's
like,
pretty
dude,
unacceptable.
I'm not just. I don't have the balls to go up to somebody's plate and start picking through
Yeah.
their food.
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
I think I would have been in the cops. I would have blown up like the cop did. Like,
Yeah.
get these fuck. I obviously I'm not a man of the law, so I can't just arrest them on the spot. That would be great if I could, but
That is. Yeah, I hear what you're saying for sure. For sure.
like, I hope they didn't like seriously get charged with anything. I hope
I
like
don't-
he
They might
threatened them,
have.
threw him in cuffs, and was like, "Did you learn your lesson? Okay, you're out of timeout.
It sounds like
Go throughout your night."
they actually got arrested to me. So
Yeah. Another question is, why is this making the the local nightly news?
that was hard hitting news.
Yeah.
Hard hitting news story.
Is this DC?
That reporter was trying not to laugh that whole time.
Yeah.
They
that
were-
is great though.
They were actually the one who ate the fry was charged. She's 26, was not identified, and this article does not release what the actual charges were, but she was charged and filed. So
Okay, 26. You're our age.
Yeah.
yeah, you can't be doing that shit.
No. Like, I don't care how drunk you are.
No, it's not
If you
acceptable.
don't know the person, you're not just gonna.
So
And you know what? You go up to you got some balls doing it to a cop.
I
That's
almost-
what's so
dude.
funny.
Dude,
What the
no
fuck are you
shit.
doing?
I almost
What are you
imagine
doing?
her charges have to be like public intoxication
Yeah.
and not actually like stealing 15
Yeah.
cents worth of
like
fries.
petty larceny or
So
something. yeah.
so ridiculously petty.
yeah, no
That's-
shit.
Shit.
Yeah, they settle in civil court for 15
15
cents. Yeah,
So yeah, I thought that was funny.
that is great.
Keith, what you got? Anything? What do you got?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. So, I got a couple guys from Kentucky, and they accidentally butt dialed 911.
Okay.
And
I'm sure that's
the,
happened before, right?
The 911 operator overheard them talking about drug deals. So they pinged these two guys' location,
Oh.
and they got arrested
Oh.
for what was it? It was like some kind of like possibility to distribute, and then of course they had drugs on them. So yeah, they got busted for butt dialing 911.
Oh, what a
Possession
terrible-
with the intent to sell or something.
Probably, yeah, I think.
What a terrible. And then that's also so bad because they have recorded proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, God damn. Can you imagine just sitting there, like me and Griff, we're just sitting here and bullshitting. Cops kicking the door, like, what the fuck? And then they
Phone,
pull it out
my
the phone,
phone.
and you're just like, I can imagine just looking at the other guy, being like, dude,
Son
what
of a
the?
bitch.
Okay, here are the charges: possession of crystal meth and heroin.
Crystal.
And the other guy got charged with weapon possession of a handgun by a convicted felon.
Oh man, they're fucked.
These two dudes got screwed. Like, I don't know the legality of it, but like, you call 911 and you kind of like,
Yeah, you basically just provided them with evidence. I
yeah,
think they
but
can,
like,
they can use it. It sucks.
yeah, like I just think it's kind of fucked up because like,
I agree.
oh, we're just gonna ping these guys' location, go pick them up. Like,
Well, it'd be like the same thing if I called up and said, "Hey, I think these guys have drugs in their
Yeah,
house." It'd be the
that's
exact. They
true.
basically just gave it, like, called in on themselves, and obviously they did, but like,
yeah,
it'd be basically saying the same thing as like, "Hey, I have drugs on me. I'm at this house."
The reason this story's pretty funny. Can't speak. But this didn't happen to me. But my old phone, back when I lived with Helly, the phone I had then,
Okay.
would call the cops or would call 911.
what?
What do you mean?
Are you serious?
10 times a day, like every day.
Wait, what?
Dude, was your phone hacked or like?
No, it was so to unlock it, you could either unlock or emergency call.
Was your
And it would-
password 911?
No, it was it'd just go because if you didn't unlock it, you could still hit the emergency call.
Yeah,
button,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
would do that all the fucking time.
Why would your why would your
Was it an
emergency
iPhone?
call went to 911?
No, it was before I had an iPhone.
Oh, okay.
But
I was gonna
yeah,
say.
it'd call.
Why would it go to 911? Like, why even? I don't
No,
know. I
no.
guess-
The emergency call automatically dials
okay.
911.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
if you're in
say.
a shitty situation, you don't have to worry about
can't
opening up your phone or
unlock
anything.
it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
my phone would just call the cops
Oh
all
my
the time.
God. They
And
probably had
I'll just
you-
say I had fears that like something like this was gonna happen.
Dude,
eventually.
that's rough.
yeah.
They've arrested people for calling to
Oh, I'd get
fake,
called. And
fake calls and
they'd
stuff.
yell at me and shit and be like, "I'm just not doing
Dude,
this." on
Because they're not
purpose."
gonna believe you when you
Yeah,
say, "Hey,
yeah.
my phone." They're like, "Yeah, shut up."
I feel like at the time.
Well, no, they
accepted
have
it.
to.
They accepted it pretty easily. I feel like at the time there was probably other phones out there that were doing the same thing.
Oh man, that's really funny.
But like they're obligated to send a police car every time somebody dials 911.
Yeah,
They never did. I don't think. So.
Oh really?
they probably had you on file. Like,
Yeah.
this
They
guy's
might
a
have.
fucking idiot.
They
No
might
one
have.
to go over
They,
there.
they would call me back.
They'd be like,
Oh, they
"Damn it!"
would.
You just called 911.
Did they
and
know
I'd be
your
like,
name? Were they like, "Damn it, Griff"?
No, but I do remember at one point someone would be like, "Yeah, we've gotten calls from this number, like 20 calls in the last week," and be like, "Sorry, I didn't
Like-
mean to do that."
Knock it off, dude.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's-
really annoying. So
That would be.
I can kind of understand how a story like this would happen.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah. I mean, guys, we talked about that last week. Like, shout out to all the dumbass criminals out there, man. It's one thing to be a criminal. It's another one to suck at it.
Yeah, dude.
You know, like, that guy just.
Well,
sucks.
I mean, most criminals do suck.
Yeah, I
at
know,
It.
but
That's
it's like-
why they're in jail.
but
like-
suck at such a terrible way. Like that's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sucks.
The ones who get caught. Yeah,
Yeah.
generally not the
That's-
yeah, that does blow,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah.
That's funny. Griff, what do you got? You got anything good?
Not for real. I got. What was that Florida story? I was
Save
talking about?
your Florida one. I'll
Okay.
we'll get to that one in a second. I found something pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but well, let me ask. Did you guys hear about that lady that's doing concerts from the inside of her vagina?
No,
No.
no, I have
Had not heard about that.
I've heard about the lady knitting for like 28 straight hours out of her vagina.
yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah.
actually.
That like even no, it was 28 days. Like she even went through a menstrual cycle on this knitting, but that's a different story than this. Please tell me more.
For a
about
different day.
that.
I really liked how casually you just dropped that story.
It's so nonchalant. Yeah.
So I don't know. This article I found was basically like it's like they are interviewing the lady that's doing it, but this is not her first time.
Were they interviewing her vagina or her mouth?
No, what she's basically just they're. She actually doesn't do anything. She just sits there. It's just they play the music.
What?
It's like a DJ does like his music set, like he does like a DJ set, and it just goes through her uterus.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Here
to
we
me
go.
right now.
Dude.
She says, yeah. So DJ, this what recently happened was a DJ did a 25 to 40 minute DJ set for from my uterus.
You can't
as
fit.
an audience.
What does that mean?
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
She says, from the perspective of my uterus, the show was awesome.
I don't. What? There's speakers in her uterus. I don't.
Okay, so this is her
fucking get
posed
this.
up on a table, right? It's just like a really artsy thing, I guess.
Yeah. This is like a. Oh man.
It's an extremely small venue.
This is wild. So it's like when you put a solo cup around your iPhone.
Yeah, in a sense, actually.
Where does this lady live? I'm gonna say Brooklyn, New York.
It's gotta be.
It feels so Brooklyn-y.
Let me
Yeah.
see. I'm trying
It just. You should see her, dude. It's hipster too.
I saw.
To the extreme.
I saw the picture of her. It
Yeah.
screams Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Which shout out, that's where my sister lives. But
So, okay, so
he's struggling. He's struggling.
people are able to listen to it through a stethoscope.
Oh God, this got even.
Where
weirder.
is the music coming from?
No. It's like playing into her vagina.
Yeah, like they're-
and then they set up a stethoscope and
And-
they listen to
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
that's so strange.
So
okay.
she says,
Yeah.
how does she word it? Her uteral canals or some
Yeah.
in some way
Yeah.
provide a certain kind of
It distorts the
audio.
the music
yeah,
to an extent.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If
The
I was around
acoustics
this
in her vagina have to be unreal.
Can we get an MP3 track?
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I was like around and I
I'd
might
check
wanna
it out.
Yeah.
I'd check it out.
Well, if we
yeah.
can get like a recording of this, we should definitely put this up on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll have to look and
and
see.
Facebook.
I mean, I would definitely listen to this. This would be something very interesting.
I want to know what all the buzz is about.
Yeah.
Here's the meat of the article right here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. The main difference was the quality and volume of the sounds that were able to hear. A two-headed stethoscope allowed me to find the spot, in quotes, of the sound of the stethoscope bell from the outside of my body near my pelvic bone, while another person listened simultaneously. One listener described it as sounding like the source was far away, like driving on a highway and hearing a concert echo in the distance. These listeners had a much more up-and-close personal experience with me over the headphone listeners, some of whom could not help but dance, depending on the DJ soundtrack. So they had a couple guys that were a few feet away with you wearing headphones, and the stethoscope dudes were right up on her. And you can see his picture. She's literally on a fucking 5-foot fold-out table.
Yeah.
Bunch of people there.
So
Sprawled out with her legs open.
headphone guys or stethoscope guys?
I would go all the way up
I'd
stethoscope.
go stethoscope.
I think if you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
you
I
could
would go full
stethoscope.
experience.
Oh yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
See, this is really hipster, so I'm wondering, do you think she's like fully groomed and like taking care? Like she has to be. Right?
No.
No,
No.
I like 100% guarantee you she is not.
People are going in there with like.
Well, maybe she did for this,
I don't,
but she doesn't conform to society. So
I don't think she did.
in
Yeah.
their rules.
That would be way
So,
too conformist.
Yeah. She's probably got hairier pits than me.
Well, she must be very comfortable because in 2013 she launched a project called the Vaginal Knitting Artist, where
Oh, this is what
This
we were
is her?
talking about.
What?
Yeah.
This is the same. I know.
oh, what do you mean? What'd you say?
I know about this woman.
They shove wool up their vag and they knit it.
Oh my God, so that's a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
dude.
I've heard of this chick before.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know this was the same chick.
Oh, she's
but-
well known in the streets. Then.
Yeah, she's
She's well known for weird stunts.
Griffith. You guys know about this? Is crazy.
She is
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She knitted for 28 straight days out of her vagina
She's-
on display in like an art studio.
Oh,
she's the world's premier vaginal artist.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know
So
what?
she's legit.
She's
dude.
legit.
Oh. I hate to say this, but at work the other day, we were talking about something, and somehow dick art got brought up. And
Yeah.
there's a guy out there called Picasso.
I've seen.
Yeah,
he was,
I've seen
he
videos.
was on Tosh.0, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dude has like legit like better paintings than I could do with
Oh,
my
for
hands.
sure.
with his
Seriously.
Some of
dick.
them are good.
Seriously.
Like yeah.
Seriously.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's
People-
crazy.
There's
people are
people
weird.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 billion people on Earth. There's going to be a few oddballs. You know?
Shout out to the Vagina Master, dude. I don't even know her
Yeah.
name. She's just known big time.
She's
Keep
she's
doing your thing.
legendary, all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Keith, you got anything else?
Yeah, I got a story of a Massachusetts man. He was arrested after he stole a car, wrecked it, broke into a house, and painted a dog purple.
Wait, what?
Okay. So the story starts off. This man.
First of all, you guys can't see Griff's face, but when he heard that, Griff literally gave like the most it's like one of those nods that you give like when somebody like makes a nice basketball shot and you're like, okay, like you give that face like, nice. He just made that face after hearing that headline, so it's like really
Well played, sir. Well played.
weirding me out.
So yeah, he steals the car. Now, mind you, this is all at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Shit.
So he has a
Wow.
stolen car. He's driving around a stolen car. He wrecks it. And then he breaks into a house. And for some strange reason, he paints the dog purple. Now, he leaves the house, and the police pick him up later with purple paint all over his
Oh my god,
hands.
like dude,
So
give
he was obviously the suspect they were looking for. And
wrongfully accused.
it doesn't say like if he was on drugs or anything, but he did try to kick out the cruiser windows, like the back seat
Of
windows.
course he did, yeah.
That's like the automatic thing you do if
Yeah.
you're a crazy
Well,
criminal.
you paint a dog purple. You're on drugs. I'm just almost positive about it.
Griff's pretty sure of that.
Yeah. Which drugs? That's up in the air. But
I it doesn't say which drugs, but what
it has,
yeah,
it has
you
a
gotta
ring
be on
of some
drugs.
angel
Yeah.
dust or something to me. I think he's PCPing
Oh,
it up.
okay,
Maybe.
okay. Sorry, he was found with prescription pills.
Well, that shouldn't do it.
Yeah, those are more of downers, I
Yeah.
would think. Yeah.
Normally, maybe
Maybe that's why he was
Maybe.
dying.
some
felt
type
like
of antipsychotic
I don't
or
know.
something that fucked up his brain.
Oh, he's fucked up somehow.
Yeah.
That's
Can we,
just.
let's look at this other angle. Like, I feel bad if that was real paint. I feel bad for that dog. Like, that's not just gonna
Yeah.
come out easy. It's not like,
Well, if it's water based, it might.
okay, that's true.
But if
we
it's
don't
an
know.
oil based paint, you're fucked.
Yeah, that dog is like that
You,
sucks.
you got a purple dog for a little bit.
Yeah.
you know, you
Which is kind of cool.
Well, that is
people-
kind of cool.
People
though.
do dye their dogs
That
for
is
like
true.
St. Patrick's Day and
It is
stuff
true.
like
Yeah.
that.
I just imagine like that poor dog, like seeing some guy come in and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude? What's up?" And he just like, you think he just like poured the whole can on him? Like,
No,
that's,
I think it was more like.
or you think he was like an artistic?
dude, what's up?
I think it was like an
And then, like,
artistic, like he like took his time and was like,
No,
Painting
this
him.
is what I.
How did he get the
imagine.
dog to stay still to take this painting?
yeah.
It
That's
was
what I'm
probably
wondering if
like,
he.
Nah. What?
Huh?
How did he get the dog? To
How did he
stay-
get? Yeah.
Just, well, it's a dog, so I mean, it's probably like
What
a
type of-
well-mannered, domesticated dog. So it's
What
probably
type of
gonna.
dog is
Yeah,
this?
we need to know what kind of dog it is.
I mean, I don't know what kind of dog it is. I don't think it
These are
explains this.
important follow-up questions, Keith.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
yeah,
failing.
depending on the dog, you know, he might
If he
just.
broke into a house and painted a pit bull purple, I'm fucking impressed.
Yes,
Any-
true.
anything but
Very
credible,
true.
so-
Very true. Very true. Yeah, if it's something like a bloodhound or something, good luck.
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, if
I'm guessing it was like.
it was a Shih Tzu,
Yeah, it's
less
gotta-
impressive.
yeah, it's like a
I'm
lab
guessing
dog.
it was like a small little
Okay. That's
rat
It's like a
dog
lab
type
dog.
deal. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm guessing it goes like this. Like he's fucking barrels into the house, probably kicks down the door or something,
Yeah.
and like sees like paint somehow, I guess. I'm guessing it's some kind of like Crayola set. So I'm guessing there was young kids somewhere, you know, because like why else would you have purple paint?
Yeah.
Who paints a house and they're all purple?
True.
some people.
Sorry, I take that back.
Yeah.
I actually have a lavender bathroom, but yeah. so I'm guessing it's some
Good to
kind of
know.
like finger paints, and he's just like, "Hey, puppy," and just like painting it with all the paint on his hands. you
Yeah,
know
he's
what
probably
I mean?
on some shit that like made it feel good, like the dog felt really good or something. So
could have been like,
God, so many different things.
yeah, could have stacked drugs on drugs.
He
on
might have
drugs,
smoked a
yeah.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Jeffrey.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
could have just been
Yep.
feeling it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
the rug wall.
That's
yeah.
probably what the rug dog. Though.
Yeah, the
Instead
dog.
of-
Right.
Well, yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll never know. But that's hilarious. Where was that at?
Thank you for that, Keith.
Do you know where that?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. A lot of East Coast
Massachusetts.
stories today.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Florida's
weirdos.
getting it easy right now.
Let's move on to Florida. Griff, you said you had something. Let's check this out.
We are going to Florida!
So I think you guys also have some. This is really just a headline.
Okay.
I just want to talk about the man who was arrested in a Florida library for crawling under the table to smell a woman's feet.
Oh. God.
Just
What?
Yeah. He crept himself under there. He looks like a big old skinhead too.
Oh, like white supremacist,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I haven't seen a picture of him.
And he was sniffing some feet.
What? It's just.
I mean, who hasn't sniffed a good foot? Like, I don't know. Me personally, I hate feet.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Yeah, I hate feet. Like,
But
I
just-
barely like my own.
So let's say like you're at the library, and you just see look under the table, and there's a giant skinhead sniffing your feet. First reaction, what do you do?
I kick him.
Yeah, you
Okay.
knock,
I
you
think
knock
I'm
him
right in the
out.
face.
I think you kick him,
I don't know.
I would love to
break
get a,
that fucking nose. He won't
Yeah.
be sniffing no more
for
feet.
sure. So I want to know. What I want to know is how hardcore this guy was sniffing. Okay, so
Pretty
we-
hardcore. I think.
we're in a library, right? So just picture the setting. You know, it's quiet. This guy can't be like really getting into it. You gotta be quiet, or else you're gonna give yourself away. You know. Well, I guess he actually did. So maybe
He
he,
did.
was.
He got caught.
like hardcore sniffing, or was he like?
Was he trying to be quiet at first, and
That's what
then
I'm
he
saying.
just got
Well,
so wrapped up
Yeah.
in the irresistible odor of these feet that he
Exactly.
starts making noise?
Right.
I don't know.
Like, how do you not seen a grown ass man crawl under a fucking table? That's all I'm
Well, if
asking.
you're
It looks
maybe
like
she
a-
was reading.
It looks like he was a big ass dude in this
Yeah.
picture too. So.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't quiet enough to like slowly army crawl under the table and was
Yeah.
like,
No.
God,
was-
what the fuck? Like, that's fucked up. That's so Florida, dude.
It's
Like,
just wild,
is.
dude. That's
Yeah.
what do you got to say?
I didn't know
for
they had
yourself?
libraries in Florida. First of all, who the fuck's reading?
I'm trying to picture the most popular book in Florida.
Bernstein Bears.
When's the last time you guys been in the library? Maybe it's just like all
Yeah.
weird ass people only go to libraries
That's
now.
true.
No.
In college, but like
Well,
college
yeah.
library.
Damn it, I have a library card.
Oh god,
Dude,
you still have a
You
library
guys are,
card?
yeah, you guys are painting a terrible picture of me.
Dude, Keith, you're looking more fucking
Is a sociopathic.
yeah,
foot-
more sociopathic.
sociopathic foot smell.
every
asshole.
week.
No,
dude.
it's I got a library card on my keyring. It's a little swiper.
When was the last time you used it?
I rent a lot of books online. They got the Overdrive app.
Oh, really?
Yeah, shout out to St. Louis Public Library.
Huh.
Yeah, Overdrive app. You can download a lot of books on there for free. It's great.
Dude, you
It's
keep
like
it
a
on
week
your
rental.
You keep it on your keychain.
Yeah, bro.
That's
What if I-
hilarious, man.
Well, I got a card and I got one on my keychain.
That's hilarious.
Hey, they have movies too. Buddy used to always go
Really?
to the
To the
library to
Oh,
rent
that's
movies.
Solid,
yeah.
dude.
That's
I didn't know that.
there's no way they carry stock of movies that are not at least 15 years old though.
I think
Right?
some of them were definitely more newer.
Wow.
Like I don't think they have new releases,
Yeah.
but they have some.
I'm just
shit.
wondering if would they have like R-rated movies?
I don't see why they wouldn't actually. I mean,
Yeah.
you have books with very adult themes,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So-
very true. Do they have erotic sections at libraries?
Do they?
I don't know.
That they shouldn't. I'm gonna.
You're
say
the
that.
library master, dude.
Just go whip that card out, man. Figure it out.
I'm not the bookmaster. I am the gatekeeper. I got a straight Florida story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. So the headline reads: "Man accused of tossing gator into Wendy's drive-thru window."
Oh,
Pretty much
wow.
self-explanatory.
That is Florida.
So supposedly this dude's driving down the street, sees a small 3.5-foot gator on the side of the road, decides he's gonna get it in his car.
Well, you got to get it. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
that's-
I mean, obviously it's Florida, so I think everybody has a
Gotta
pet
catch a
gator.
gator, yeah.
But yeah, so this asshole, like, he didn't even like want any food or anything. Like, you know, you're about to do something fucked up when you go to a drive-through place and just order a soda. like that worker should have known something
Yeah.
weird is about to
Yeah,
happen.
you can't serve that guy
Nah,
because there's a
nah.
good chance. At least I feel like if it's not that, you're gonna get like a fire in the hole. Or
Yeah,
something.
those videos are
Yeah.
hilarious, by the way. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
So the guy gets a soda, and then all of a sudden, just tosses a 3.5-foot gator into the Wendy's fucking drive-through window. This guy's
Wow.
an asshole.
That is not like a funny prank.
Definitely
No.
an asshole. Yeah.
And like his mom came out, and she was like, "Oh, that's just Billy, you know. He
Such
just,
a
he
prankster.
just loves his pranks." Like,
Did
no,
it- do
lady,
you know
this
if
is
it-
like harming people.
Yeah. Do you know if it bit anybody or like? Also, what did he get charged? Like, what's the actual charge? It's like a dangerous weapon. You like
I
use it
mean,
as a
you would
weapon?
think like he's getting a lot of like animal charges, like animal rights
Oh,
charges. stuff
PETA
like
is
that.
not happy with
Yo.
this guy for
Yeah,
I
sure.
can't believe
right,
this guy
yeah.
literally threw a fucking deadly animal at somebody.
Well,
Yeah.
Through a drive.
It's a baby, right? So they're probably.
Oh,
not-
it's
I
a
think
baby.
it's. I think it. Well,
3.5 feet's pretty big, man.
Wouldn't you? Well, that's like tail to head, so like,
yeah.
Okay.
the tails are pretty.
Shit,
big.
it'll still bite the shit out of you.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I
It'll
thought
still
that
hurt,
The
for
younger
sure.
ones would be more aggressive, you know,
Maybe.
yeah,
because they
especially
gotta
if you get
protect themselves.
tossed in the air.
Well, yeah. But I think you know, when he tosses it in, I think, you know, it's Florida. Everybody knows how to deal with gators in Florida.
Yeah, it could be.
So you know what I mean. So I feel like she probably handled it pretty well.
Yeah, they're like, God damn it, we got another gator.
Yeah, you know,
That's hilarious.
gator are like deer in Missouri. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like, just let the goddamn gator pass the road, and you're just sitting there fucking honking at it. Like, come on.
That's
Probably
hilarious.
slow as shit too.
I mean, that's just like the definition I feel like of a Florida story.
it's-
Wouldn't you know? Like
it is
some Hoosier. Like that's I go with like some Hoosier throwing a fucking gator that they found on the side of the road through a shitty Wendy's. You know, a drive-through window.
That is
That's-
pure
yeah.
condensed Florida.
Yeah,
Right there.
like,
No,
pure
it's-
condensed Florida.
You might have seen the story before. It happened last October.
Okay,
but
so it's a little old.
Yeah, charges are coming out now
Okay.
for him. Yeah.
We'll have to do something.
Do you
with
know? Do you know what the charges are? Because I'm interested.
Let me
That's
look
what I
it
was
up
wondering
really
if it
quick,
was
yeah.
like what it would be. But I'm wondering if it's like
They charged him with assault with a deadly weapon.
oh, I called that.
Oh man.
I called that.
and
that seems
unlawful.
Like, that seems like a stretch.
Yeah, he'll probably get off.
Dude, I
for
don't
that
know
one.
if it bit somebody. Like, yeah.
I'm not a 3-foot one
You're-
ain't gonna kill you.
You were using it as a weapon, though. You know,
No.
if it bit you.
But it's not a deadly weapon. It's like a stupid.
How is it
It's
not a deadly
'cause
weapon?
it's,
Dude,
it's a baby. Those things
How-
aren't.
dude,
Those
that
things
thing
are
would
not
still
big,
rip
man.
Dude,
something off.
Those things are little bitches.
Like a finger
Troy
or something.
Landry would tell you, you got to watch out for the death roll, bro.
Those
Once he grabs a hold of you and he starts spinning.
those are the
dude,
14
death
footers,
roll.
not the 3 footers.
Dude, I don't know, Griff. I think you're really underestimating the Gators'
I ain't-
power, dude.
Okay, okay,
I ain't scared of
Tim.
no baby
Let's
gator.
go to Florida.
Throw a gator through my window.
You know what? Let's
Nah.
sign Griff up and don't they do like gator wrestling and stuff?
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
you
yeah.
should Sign your
Those
ass
are
up.
full-grown goddamn gators,
No.
guys. This is a different
I want to
story.
throw a 3.5 foot gator at you and see what the hell you do.
Griff would start
Probably shit
screaming.
my pants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he starts
but-
screaming.
And unlawful possession and transportation of an alligator.
Okay, so there you go. That's the one that
That-
makes the most sense for
Yeah.
sure.
It's a very Florida-specific
Law.
law. Yeah.
Guys, if you're out there, man, and you see a gator, really any animal on the side of the road, just let it do its thing. Do not try to throw it at anybody.
So
Yeah.
I have a story about how gators are little bitch. Baby gators are bitches. All right.
Okay.
Oh God.
The
Let's hear it.
Kirsting brothers,
Yeah.
my roommates.
Shout out.
They had a gator growing up, or their brother had like a baby gator.
Really?
Yeah. They also had two.
How does that work?
They also, I think they kept it in like the fucking bathtub. But they also had two. They also had two ferrets that they would let run around.
Did the gator kill the ferret?
No,
Oh.
the ferrets killed the gator.
Really, dude? See, I've heard ferrets are like just
Vicious.
evil.
Well, they're feisty,
nasty
Apparently, they
dude
like
animals.
ripped the thing's eyeballs out.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Ferrets are feisty.
yeah, they were
Yeah,
assholes.
dude.
So you're using this story as a backup, saying that little gators
I'm
are
saying
bitches.
an overgrown weasel fucking was able to kill the gator.
How big of a gator are we talking?
It was, I think it was a young gator.
3
probably,
feet.
Probably about 3 feet, I would
Okay.
imagine.
This big, then you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's from tail to,
Yeah,
so
but
it's not. I don't know. I've seen a bunch of gators that size too, like down. You ever been to Fuddpuckers in Destin?
no.
I have not. No.
They have shit ton. They have gators, and you can feed the gators and shit. But a lot of them are about 3 feet, and if you see these, they're just not very intimidating.
Okay, all right,
All
Griff.
right.
I hear you.
All right, man.
So, we learned something today, Griff. Gators don't phase him.
Yeah.
That is not what I said. a full-grown gator would be horrifying. But
Oh, that's funny though. Either
fucking
way,
dinosaurs.
No, I was, I was really looking forward to like maybe seeing a gator when we were in New Orleans.
yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that would've
I'd
been
be like,
awesome.
I would believe me though. I'd stay far fucking away from.
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
we tried
Gator's-
gator.
Gator's dead, boy. I like it. I mean, it's good.
Dude, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, chewy.
Fried gator tastes
Chewy.
like chicken.
Chewy chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, it was really good.
It was good.
All right, let's move on. I got a quick hit right here. I just came across this. This chick in Austria, I think, somewhere over there. Yeah, Austria. She's suing her parents. Like, okay, let me ask you this first: are your guys' parents either one or both on Facebook?
No.
Keith, I'm guessing since you're not, I'm guessing your parents wouldn't be, because that just
No.
would make sense.
Both of my parents are on it. I don't think my father's ever actually used it. I think like
So-
my mom set him up a page.
Yeah.
And he's never.
So your mom's
Okay.
on it though, right?
Yes.
And she probably put up a couple pictures of you throughout the time being on there.
Sure.
Yeah, my mom is. She does the same thing. This girl in Austria, she's 18 years old, is suing her parents for posting too many baby pictures.
Oh god.
Now we're not even talking just
Talking
pictures.
frivolous lawsuits.
Here,
What
li-
is your legal grounds to sue somebody?
listen
for
to
that?
here's her quote right here. Quote: "They knew no shame and no limit, and didn't care whether it was a picture of me sitting on the toilet or lying naked in my cot. Every stage was photographed and then made public. I'm tired of not being taken seriously by my parents."
You're 18. You're
They
not
were-
gonna get taken serious by your parents just yet.
That's
like,
fair too. Yeah.
And like, have you accomplished anything worthwhile in your life for them to like give you that kind of respect?
And the fact that they're posting baby pictures of you actually doesn't mean they're not taking you serious. It means they're your fucking parents.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
very
this
proud
is-
of you.
yeah,
Probably.
This is ridiculous.
Now,
Yeah.
now, I do have for a little bit of defense on her side though.
Mm-hmm.
This article states that since 2009, her parents have posted in between somewhere around the note of 500 to 700.
Right. They sound like weirdos.
So-
You still can't.
So
do
there
that.
are a lot of pictures floating around, but if they are all baby, I mean, listen, if they're your parents, they're not gonna be. It's not gonna be like anything you like naked. You know, it's not like
Well,
nudes or
if
anything
it's-
crazy.
If it's you naked as a baby, like
No, I know. I'm saying
Yeah.
they're not gonna put up pictures of you in a naked. This isn't because they're like put up a picture of her smoking a bong or something.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah.
like they're all like mom and dad pics. You know?
Yeah.
And she
Like,
don't want. She did not want it. And
Look
she,
at my pretty little girl. Yeah.
500 baby pictures. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Why
that
do you
is.
have that many?
I don't know. I feel like
I guess-
she's 18.
I guess
What?
our generation, the people who have kids right now, probably have that many.
Well, that's what
pictures,
I'm
but
trying to figure out. 18 right now. It's 2016. So she was born in 98.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of modern technology
Yeah.
out there because
I think
when we
with
were
the-
growing up, early 90s, there was still like
You got a few pictures of
projector
you probably. Yeah.
films and like you had to go actually get them.
With the advent of social media, that's
What?
definitely where people
Well-
are posting 100 pictures of their baby every day.
Exactly.
So check this out though. So this is like the first case of this kind in Austria, and what she's trying, I guess, her and her legal team, what they're trying to
That her parents are probably paying for.
Right.
what they're trying to relate this to is apparently in France, there is a law that
France?
publishing and distributing images of another person without their consent online can face up to 1 year in prison or a fine of $50,000. And I think that's what they're trying to tie this to for her parents. So I feel bad for her parents, man. They're like, what the fuck, Jesse? What are you
Yeah.
doing? Or,
That's a dumb law.
That's that's really dumb.
Yeah.
Like, no,
There are
it's not a dumb law. It's just dumb for her to use that law
Well,
for her parents.
I don't think that law would ever fly in the states.
So this article
I
also
think that'd
says
be infringing on your First Amendment rights to an extent. Unless,
so.
Well, no, you're posting a picture of somebody else, and if that somebody else doesn't like it, you got to blur their face out or
Do you?
something. Yeah, I'm
Huh.
pretty sure.
I know for at least for film.
Unless you're in, like,
video,
a-
that's how it is.
Unless
Okay.
you're in like a public,
unless you're a public figure.
yeah, or a public surrounding, like in a park or something.
Yeah,
like
well, that's
that.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Clearly,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't go creep up to your window and take a picture of
Well-
you in your own house.
Well,
or
I'm
something.
thinking at a private party or something like
Oh,
that.
I guess so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this also states that there's currently a movement. I don't know how recent this is, but a current movement in the UK that's they're trying to give children and those under 18 a delete button to remove their photos from social media. But I don't know how that's going. I mean, that's trying to
No.
change Facebook or something. So that's not going to work.
Well,
I think a lot
But
of people would like
I
it.
don't
apparently
agree
there's a
with
rights
that.
plan, a website where all they're trying to make a thing. Or I guess they're trying to implement it so that all websites have a some form of a delete button to enable young people to be able to get rid of them. But
No.
I don't know if I agree with that either.
because you're not an adult. You're not an adult until you, well, at least for the United States, you're not an adult till you're 18. You're under some kind of care, under some kind of guardian care. So they choose what you do until you're 18. Yeah, you can sit there and fuck them, fuck this. Like, I'm not gonna listen to you, but like, you're not an adult.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the way I feel about it.
I hear you.
You're under somebody else's care. So
I hear you. I hear you.
So I think this comes. I heard about this a few months ago. I think there was a fight going on in like France and some other places. It's like the right to be forgotten. Have you heard about that?
No.
It's basically so like all your public records, all your so you have an old mugshot from 10 years ago, like all that stuff. At some point, has to be able to come down off of online. So like, let's say you change your behavior. Like it is the right for the stuff to not haunt you
Wow.
for the rest of your life.
Interesting.
You should
but
be
I-
a felon for
What's
the
the
rest of your
timeline?
Well,
life.
it depends.
What's
I
the
guess.
timeline
Yeah.
for that?
I don't know.
They'll be interesting.
I don't really know too many details about it, but I remember this was like an ongoing debate in multiple countries.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that'll be interesting to see if that, because like we have what's it called, public property or whatever, like music wise, a public domain for music, but that stuff doesn't become domain until like it's something crazy like 75 years after the death of the artist or something. It's like a super long time before
Oh,
it can
okay.
become. So I wonder if it would be something like that. It'd be like 200 years after your death, you get to change your
right,
records.
exactly.
It's
doesn't
like,
fucking help you at all.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, thanks, man.
exactly.
I wonder.
Well, they're probably not gonna write book. Well, unless you're like Snowden or something,
Yeah.
you'll probably live on in infamy forever, or like
Ooh.
Julian Assange.
Could we talk about Snowden?
Oh, the movie?
No, not even the movie. I just wonder if he's gonna get. He's campaigning hard for a pardon.
Yeah.
I
Well,
I
who wants
highly
to live in Russia?
I highly doubt he gets it.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
it's interesting.
it is. It is.
It's a very divisive topic.
Like, I
but-
still don't
Yeah,
know if.
that's a deep.
Like, I still don't know if
deep
he
hole.
should go to jail or
Me either.
if he should be free. Like,
Yeah,
they,
he might be
thank you.
a hero
but
to an extent, but you
like,
also
you broke the law.
yeah,
Like,
and like for these laws in the military to have meaning, like we need to be able to keep secrets, right? It's
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah,
essential.
exactly. But
So,
you
I
can't.
don't know.
But
I'm very glad we know about it all. now,
yeah,
'cause
but
that's
you're
just-
you're spying on Americans,
On-
so
yeah.
it's wow. It's a hard one.
Yeah, we'll have to dive into that. We have been in talks here on the ABC Pod of trying to possibly set up another sub podcast, somewhere along the lines of the political realm. You guys, Keith and Griff, you guys are both, the topics like this can get very political, and not even that, but with, the election coming up and currently happening and what's blah, this and that, a lot of stuff's happening. You guys are both pretty fine, well in tuned to that world. So we've been thinking about possibly doing something like that soon. We haven't finalized everything, but we'll keep you guys updated on that. But something like the Snowden topic, that would be a very good thing for you
For
guys
sure.
to get into, I think, on that. So,
Yeah.
so watch out for that. We'll get into. I think if we set something up like that, it would be topics. Obviously, like I said, you get the general election, but you get some pretty topics where you can dive pretty deep into that kind of stuff. There's a lot of different angles
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
something like the Snowden case. So, for you guys out there, we'll keep you updated, but keep out for that. Moving on. Do you guys have any Hoosier stories, anything like that?
No, I do not. No.
We wrap this up. I do have one quick hit before we close this out. Last week we mentioned the Nelly going diamond.
Yeah.
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 Well, this week I came across apparently he's in a
Yeah,
little bit of a
I
debt
heard about
problem.
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
someone was telling me about this.
It's been going viral. This initiative. Nelly is about a little over $2.4 million in debt, and so
Well, tax evasion.
not debt. I guess tax evasion. So yeah, he owes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who started this, but somebody out there started a hashtag, a movement to try and get Nelly's Spotify plays up so that he can make enough money to pay it off, right?
Somebody started a Kickstarter as
Oh,
well.
poor Nelly.
And yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, Nelly, but no.
The
You are
hashtag
not-
is
I'm not gonna pay for your mistakes.
You are so much richer than me.
Yeah, like,
No.
I'm not gonna give you money for the mistakes you
Yeah.
made.
I just
Like,
think it's so funny is because we were talking about how, we go to different countrywide, you can hear country grammar in the album, no matter who you are, where you are, you hear that stuff. And it's like Nelly is so loved that,
I
this is
hear
not,
ya.
this isn't just like a St. Louis thing. So what they originally, the song that they wanted everyone to play was Hot in Here. That's like
Oh,
the song.
the number one, dude.
So I'm looking off of,
But that's another great song. Number one, dude.
oh God,
I-
that's low key. No one,
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
was
people
a
don't
good
know
one.
about number
That was-
one.
Oh yeah.
That's some pump ups shit. Right
Oh.
there.
So, being that we are the Anything But Credible podcast, I'm using my uncredible source is TMZ that I'm going off of.
Nice.
It's actually not a bad article. They did a little math in here, which surprised me. So listen to this. They said, we've done some calculations to let you know that if you're going to go about streaming Hot in Here by yourself, it would take over 287 million times for him to pay back this. And so you'd spend over 1 billion minutes listening to it.
Jesus.
It would be over 18.1 million hours straight, continuously. That's how long it would take.
Jeez.
A lot of hot in here.
Yeah.
And so
So
it would
hot.
take. Is what it says. That would take over 750,000 days, which would in turn take over 2,016 years.
That song will live on for
of listening.
2016 years.
I I don't know how legit that is, but I think that's hilarious. I think it's also really funny that we bring up Nelly and how awesome he is, and then people start, the hashtag Save Nelly to get him out of.
I don't think he needs saving.
Nah, I think,
No.
I think he'll be all right.
No, he's doing just fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go sell something, Nelly.
my whole thing is
We
I
love
know,
you, Nelly.
Yeah, I do love you.
I
do
love you, and I know he's not the one asking for this money.
Yeah.
But like, why would you like? I've never asked him for a dime,
Dude.
So like,
You've never asked Nelly for money?
no, absolutely
That's
not.
weird.
Keith,
No.
the internet
Yeah, I
is
used to send him letters, handwritten letters. Oh, that just makes
like
me
it was
sound even
like,
creepier.
like it was Santa. Nelly is Keith Santa.
Nelly, I've been really good
I've been
this year.
good this year.
Yeah.
I could really use a new Walkman to play your CD.
Oh yeah, Walkmans were.
Keith, what it all comes
That was
down
the
to,
thing.
man, is that the internet is a crazy place, man.
Dude, the internet is a crazy place, filled with a lot of crazy people.
Yep.
Yeah,
A lot of crazy
So,
people.
that's funny, man. Okay, well, last thing before we get out of here, anything else you would like to say? Any quick shout outs before we head out?
Yes, I do. I have a man that redid Evil Knievel's stunt, and I feel like there needs to be. Or I'll tell you, it was he successfully jumped over the Snake River Canyon with tribute to his boyhood idol Evil Knievel.
Wow, he actually did it though.
Yeah, he went up in a rocket about 400 miles an hour to cross this 1,400-foot span.
Wow.
Yeah, that takes some balls, man.
And then what? He landed in like a net or something. It had to be, right?
Oh, parachute. Parachute came out.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So like,
Wow.
I
Yeah.
wish there was more stuntman. Like
Shout out to that
dude.
guy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like-
Shout out to I didn't even like hear about that. No
Like,
press.
Yeah, I know. Like that Walinda dude that went across the Grand Canyon or whatever canyon on the tightrope.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Dude, I want to see more shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's
dude.
crazy. Stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, shout out to those guys because first of all, I mean, yeah, you're insane, but yeah, a lot of that doesn't happen anymore. Like back in the day, that was
Yeah.
like the thing.
Like the closest thing to it was like Nitro Circus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty nutty.
Oh, dude. There was one where he like jumped out of a plane without a parachute and got into another plane. Like the plane started going down at like the same speed that he was dropping, and he climbs into that plane.
Whoa.
Yeah, that shit blew my mind.
Dude, Travis Pastrana is like,
Nuts.
yeah,
He's one of the top 10 coolest guys ever.
he's got to have a death wish.
He just no fucks. No fucks given.
Dude, ain't scared. I don't
That's
know.
why that's what makes him so cool, man. He just literally does not care. The one episode I randomly turned on, like, because I don't ever watch that show. I've seen episodes,
Yeah.
but the one I mean, even for him, it's nothing. But he wanted to go skiing, but he like literally the day before broke like from his knee down to his ankle, like broke like a main bone in his leg. I don't even know what it is, and he just was like, "Fuck it," and like went out and skied. I'm like, you just ski down a mountain with a completely broken. It's like in a cast, and it's like all fucked up.
He's gonna be in a wheelchair at 60.
But he wasn't.
Oh yeah.
But it's Pastrana though. He wasn't just skiing. The guy was doing like jumps, backflips. I mean, he was out there on a broken leg. I'm
Do you
like,
know how
this
much that
guy's
has to
crazy.
hurt?
That's what I'm saying. He just doesn't even care. He's like, that was fun. I'm like,
And you know what? I bet he's one of those dudes that like refuses pain pills.
yeah.
And, like,
Oh, for sure, probably.
like
yeah.
he just loves the pain.
It's
you
just
know?
like it's nothing.
yeah.
God, what a crazy dude.
Those people are nuts.
Yeah. Well,
But,
shout out
yeah,
to that guy.
Yeah, we need more of those people.
What about you, Griff? You got any shout outs?
I'll give a shout out. I don't have his name, but okay. So you guys heard about the attacks,
The New York City,
and I'm gonna talk about the one in Minnesota. The guy who
the
went,
stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to that cop who put a stop to that shit.
I didn't-
I didn't.
I didn't hear
I haven't heard
much
that
about
story.
him.
Yeah.
Off-duty cop. Yeah. Put that motherfucker down.
Good.
So shout it out. To
With a
that.
gun or without
Yeah.
a gun?
Fill me in on the actual the stab. What is it? A stabbing? I'm not sure if I'm
Somebody,
aware of
a
this.
guy dressed in a security outfit went into a mall in Minnesota, stabbed like 9 people.
What?
Yeah.
Until an off-duty cop
Oh,
And
put a
Damn.
stop to that shit.
all I did read
Nobody's.
was
Everybody's alive. No fatalities.
he's just like running around, stab.
ISIS did come out and claim that
ISIS
too.
is claiming.
Really?
Yeah.
The stabbing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're
It-
claiming responsibility.
I
for
haven't
that,
claimed
yes.
the bombs in New York.
No
yet.
one has claimed the bombs in New York and New Jersey.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody out there, man. That just happened. So shout out to
All 29 people, I think, released from the hospital already.
Good.
Really?
That were
Good.
injured.
Well, that's
And
good.
so-
It was
Yeah.
probably a dull knife.
No, that's the 20,
Oh,
the 29's
the bomb. Yeah.
29's
yeah.
the bomb.
Yeah.
But so that shows at least these assholes are fucking like they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, the other one didn't detonate. They found another
Yeah.
one like 2 blocks away.
Well,
something
no,
like that.
they found one in New Jersey. I know that.
Damn, man. What the fuck?
Dude, watch out, people.
Yeah.
There's crazy motherfuckers out there
Yeah, man.
that do not like our way of life. So watch out for that.
Yes, shout out to everybody, anybody affected by that shit. That's just terrible, man.
Yeah.
I got a shout out to this is kind of a weird one, but I came across it like a week ago. Oh no, it was Labor Day. Wasn't that the last one thing that just happened? Labor Day. It was like the last holiday that just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Labor Day weekend, they were playing. I forget what channel, like Esquire channel. I don't know if you guys know about that, but they were playing American Ninja Warrior, which I love. But they weren't playing. Well, actually, it wasn't American Ninja Warrior. It was just Ninja Warrior. It was the original Ninja
Okay.
Warrior, like I think it was Japanese or something,
Yeah.
and it was
Mount Mariaki.
yeah, but it was classic. man.
Midoriyama,
My bad.
bro.
I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone
was-
out there for that.
It was literally like the straight show, and then they just had the subtitles underneath it, and it was so entertaining. But it brought me back flashback to my childhood. So this my shout out is to anybody that was a fan or watched the TV show MXC.
Fuck yeah.
So great.
I love that show with a passion, and what it did is it took me into a YouTube deep dive this past week because I brought it up and I just started reminiscing, and I was like, oh my god. And for those of you who don't know, it's the most extreme challenge. I think it was on Spike. It's basically one of those old school Japanese shows where like a Ninja Warrior, but they're doing like obstacle. They're running through weird obstacle courses.
Truly absurd.
Yeah.
But the whole
Obstacles,
thing is
yeah.
dubbed over in just the most stupid, silly American way that it can be, and they say the dumbest shit. The commentators are hilarious.
Guy
And
LaDouche.
Guy LaDouche
Yeah.
is one of the sideline reporters, and it's hilarious. I highly suggest you go out there and check it out. It's the TV show is called MXC. So shout out to the show, to anyone that knows about it. And they had a lot of seasons on Spike, so I don't know.
It
if
was on for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's on Amazon, but you got to pay for
yeah,
it.
you got to pay for it. I couldn't find any, but you can definitely YouTube whole episodes on YouTube. So check that
I
out.
think I'm going home and doing that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
If you really want a good laugh, man, there is some really, really funny shit on there. But with that, we will see you guys next week. We might be a little sluggish. We got that wedding that we were talking about, but I think we'll be able to power through it.
Yeah. I'll be all right.
So, with that being said, thanks for checking in. As always, check us out: iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud. We're everywhere. And yeah, I guess with that, we'll see you guys next week, right?
Yeah.
All right. See you
I'll
next
be
week.
there, man.